Hello, friends. How are you? If we're not friends, we should be. My name is Alj, and I'll be doing a reading for Aries. Aries, when I was tapping into your energy, I was seeing a moth, and moths are the energy of surrender. It's needing to let go of control and letting the chips fall where they may. I don't know. I feel like you're being encouraged to just not take the back seat, but just be okay with what's happening. And I just heard the word shifting in your life. Okay. Also, happy birthday, Aries. And also, there are people doing work on my roof, and it was conveniently starting as soon as I decided to record this video. So if you hear any noise, I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to use the regular Rider Waite to do your spread, and I'm going to use the Star Codes Astro Oracle to get you any advice or supplemental information. So without further ado, Aries, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Thank you, angels of love, light, guidance, and protection. I ask you, please bring forth messages for the collective of Aries, please. What is it that Aries needs to know, that Aries needs to hear, anything that would touch their hearts, minds, and souls, and help them align for the highest good of all. Thank you, and amen. Oh, okay. We actually had 4 cards come out. I typically do a 3-card spread, so okay. We have the 5 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Oof. All right. We have the 3 of Cups, the Hanged Man, the 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Aries, what is going on? you know, Aries, I think that this is a reading that's going to talk about your need for a mindset shift here, right? I'm seeing that some of y'all are feeling disappointed, and rightfully so. You're allowed to be, entitled to your feelings, but I'm seeing a bit of pessimism here, or a tendency to focus on what's going wrong and not what you really have to work with here, right? You're looking at the spilled cups and not the cups that you have to work with here. And I'm getting that it's in relation to connections of some sort. This could be family, friends, this could be romantic partners. And if it's not people in general, it's just like wanting to have a sense of celebration and joy in your life. And I'm getting that for you, it feels like it's hard to come by, or you're feeling thwarted or feeling like stuck here. And I'm getting that it's not really external factors; it's the way that you're thinking and moving here. Um, yeah, it kind of feels like there's stuff being kicked up here in your life. Some of y'all, you're dealing with like triggering. Some of y'all are dealing with like actual fights with other people. Some of y'all, it's just a general sense of discomfort, and you're like, I do not want to deal with this. Sorry, my camera is moving. And yeah, I'm getting you feel stuck. But again, the 2 of Swords is an impasse, but because we're not actively choosing or opening up or seeing the alternatives that are available to us. So I just said a lot. Basically, what I'm getting here for you is that you feel kind of stuck as it relates to having joy or connecting with people. And it looks like you need a little bit of a mindset shift because you're having a tendency to focus on the negative right now. Okay, so let's clarify this 2 of Swords because it's speaking the loudest to me. So let's look at that. Why is that here? Okay, the 4 of Cups came out. Mm, okay. We have the 6 of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups, Knight of Swords, uh, 10 of Cups, and the Lovers. This kind of feels like the energy of I have so much love to give, but nobody to give it to, or something like that, right? It feels like Aries, you rush into a situation, or you dive head first into a situation, fully intending to love and to be happy and to, choose a person or a situation, and then you get into it and you realize that it's not what you want or not what you need. Um, it's not fulfilling emotionally somehow, right? And then you get again in that energy of like pouting and, this is not what I want, or I want more, or I deserve more. When there are opportunities available to you, but because you're focusing on the things that are not going the way that you want them to, you're leaving those opportunities untouched, right? Unexamined, uh, or you're just not seeing it because you're focused on the wrong thing. Okay. So there's a need for you to like move away from that way of thinking. There's a need for you to come into balance here, to get your mind right, because it kind of feels like the moment that something doesn't go your way, or the minute you run into a roadblock, there's this pessimism that like keeps you stuck. Like I'm getting, if you want to be happy, you're gonna have to continue to fight for that. You're gonna have to continue to be creative in the pursuit of that. And sometimes that looks like dropping people, dropping situations, dropping a mindset or a habit. This habit could be pessimism. Okay. All right. What do we need to clarify next? The Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Let's look at the Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here for Aries, please? Okay. Okay. Aries. We have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. We have the World card, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. This is you like knowing exactly what you need to do. We have the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is being able to see things for what they are. This is the truth, right? And I'm seeing that you're aware in one way or another that you need to stop holding yourself back, right? The World card is a completion of a cycle. I'm getting that what needs to end here is you holding yourself back or holding on to things that are not a reflection of the happiness and the joy and all the stuff that you want here, the connections that you want. It feels like you have a death grip on those things. You need to let it go, right? Holding on to pessimism is keeping you away from the joy and the happiness and the celebration that you seek, right? You need to let go of these pentacles so that you can go about your journey, is what I'm getting here. And that may bring up feelings of discomfort. That may bring up some triggering for you, a little bit of uncertainty. But these are things you have to work through, is what I'm getting, Aries. Okay. Let's look at the Hangman. Why is the Hangman here? You're only stuck because you're choosing to be, is what I just heard. Why is the Hangman here? Yeah. Okay. There were like 5 cards that just fell in my lap, so I'm putting those back. All right. So we have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles again, and the Nine of um, Wands. This is about a review. This is about reviewing where and assessing where you have been putting your time, money, energy, love, resources, whatever, right? Because I am seeing people in situations that do want to offer things to you. Some of y'all might have hurt someone's feelings because you're holding back or something like that, or you're, you know, impenetrable. But it's you're not as available for this happiness and this joy and this connection the way that you think you are, Aries. I'm going to be very honest here. Now, if this doesn't have anything to do with offers being made your way, and some of you it is, but for others of you, this is all your energy, and this is you needing to welcome that vulnerability of putting yourself and your feelings out there again, so that you can connect, right? Because I'm seeing you shut down, I'm seeing you holding back, I'm seeing you clinging on to old stories and the unfamiliar. There's a very stagnant energy in your reading today, right? I see the tendency to be like, okay, well, I've been through so much and I went through the ringer and I always have to persevere and da 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 da. And that may be true, right? But you do not get to the happiness and the connections that you want here without running the risk of getting hurt. So some of you guys need to recognize that there's a lesson in certain things that you've gone through so that you can find connections and people uh, that are healthier or to connect in ways that are better for you. I'm getting don't shut down though. Getting don't shut down. Some of y'all is just a matter of like not, I'm seeing this tendency to rush into things too. For some of you, it's a tendency, it's like needing to slow down when you connect with people. It's not about taking yourself away from people completely. This is about you slowing down and really getting to know what you're signing up for here, whether it's a person, a job, whatever it is. Because it's like, oh, I have this really cool idea about, this connection or this thing that's going to make me happy and da 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 da. And then you jump into it and then it's like, what is this? Yeah. And I see the Nine of Swords here. And then it stresses you out. Yeah. So I'm getting like move, but move more methodically, move a little slower. I know that's not really your style, Aries, but that is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups just came out. So we have the Two of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. This is clarifying the Three of Cups here. Man, some of y'all, it's just that you need to learn how to pick them better. That's literally what I'm getting, right? So the two of Wands is an energy of like being at the precipice of a journey. It's I can go this way and this is how my life is going to go. I can go this way and this is how my life is going to go. The world is my oyster. Like I can do so much, but ultimately it comes down to being about a choice. Most of the two cards, number two cards are. And with these three cards clarifying the Three of Cups, what I'm getting here is that some of y'all, you're choosing people or situations here that are flighty, right? That are passionate. Maybe if these are people, maybe these are people you're really attracted to, or maybe they're fun or funny or charismatic, or you're really attracted to them or whatever. But it gives, fun Saturday night, lonely Sunday morning, right? And with the Seven of Swords here, this is also, people who don't really have the best intentions, people who are like sneaky or inconsistent or like do underhanded things, liars, cheaters, manipulators. It can vary, right, in range and severity. But you see the good in these opportunities here. You there is like a heart resonance here with these people, but I don't think you're looking at these people or these situations fully for who they are, and that's what gets you stuck here, Aries. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the intentions that you have for connecting with these people or these situations, but there is a need for you to take it slow to really know what you're signing up for here, but also like I I'm getting take it slow. I'm getting take it slow, right? Don't be in such a rush to make someone or something your next idea of happiness is kind of what I'm getting here. And if you put happiness in the hands of these people or these situations that you find yourself dealing with, you're always going to feel stuck. You have to remember that you are the driving factor here when it comes to your own happiness and getting that. Okay, Aries? So stop rushing into things, do your research, know exactly what's going to make you happy, and be prepared to let go of anything that's not that the minute that you see that it isn't that. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles just fell out. This is about balance, it's about reciprocity, it's about you give to me, I give to you. There should be a flow and even exchange here. It kind of feels like in true Aries fashion, you're being the aggressor is not the right word, initiator, right? You're pushing the thing, you're getting the thing going, um, without realizing like who's on your team. Okay, so yeah, with the Temperance here, this is about finding balance. This is about finding harmony. This is about moderation as well. Okay, so let's see what we have here for your advice. All right. Thank you, angels of love, light, guidance, and protection. I ask you, please bring forth messages for the collective of Aries. What is it that Aries needs to take with them as they move forward? Anything that will be helpful as they start this new chapter? Ooh, okay. North Node, future, and Leo, shine. With Leo being here at the bottom of the deck, I'm getting that this is about you allowing yourself to put yourself out there. Again, I am seeing a tendency to shy away, right? Now because some of you have been hurt, but this isn't about like stopping your greatness. This is about sharing yourself but being smarter in doing so. North Node, I'm not exactly sure why this is here, so let me read this card to you and see what comes out. Okay, North Node, future. The North Node or ascending node represents a place the soul longs to be, where fate beckons. This is uncharted territory. You don't have a map. The North Node calls you to territory that doesn't have a particular charge and can either be an exciting exploration or start off a bit bland and become more satisfying as you proceed. The lunar nodes are the points of the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic. When the moon, sun, and earth exactly line up here, a shadow mysteriously covers the sun or moon and creates an eclipse. The ancients thought a giant creature cast those shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of a dragon. The point where the moon heads north is called the north node, the dragon's head, and calls you forward. Action. Think about where you'd like to be and what you'd like to think about where you'd like to be and what you'd like to be doing in 10 years and make this a beacon that guides you through the time in between. Notice what that piques, notice, that's weird. Notice what that piques your curiosity. That's something that excites and beckons you even if it's unfamiliar. Practice, practice beginner's mind and learn the basics. Some people may resist your change and tell you to stay in your lane, but that is just their discomfort talking. Advisors, friends, or employees who were once perfect for you may no longer be companions you need on this fresh path. If they truly wish the best for you, they will eventually celebrate as your world expands. If your field of expertise feels too small or confined, branch out and explore new territory. Along this path to meet are people you need to meet in situations that push you out of your comfort zone and call you to your soul's growth. Challenge. It can be scary to leave familiar territory. Even people who love you may resist your evolution if it could pull you away from them. Gift. New beginnings dawn and your fate awaits. This path may start out with uncertainty, but it will become more solid and delicious as you progress. Yeah. So I'm getting this is about needing to grow in terms in the way that you approach connection or joy and fun and things that feel good here, right? But it's also about not letting yourself being dampened down by the people and situations that no longer serve you here. right? And for some of you, it's not external people, it's a mindset that you need to outgrow here. Okay? So focus on ways that you can challenge yourself and do things differently than you do them now and allow yourself to be great here and just don't lose that zest for life. Okay? And remember, moderation, moderation, moderation. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps me as a creator and helps people who don't know I exist find these readings so that they can get the help that they need and we can build community that way. If you want personal readings, I do those, tarot and astrology. So go to the link in my description box. And that's all I have for you. I'm rooting for you, Aries, and I will talk to you later, okay?